Is the housing market going to crash? I mean, everyone and their Aunt Ethel seems to have an opinion about it. People up there and over there and over there. But what are the experts saying? I mean, the real experts within the real estate industry, the people who crunch the numbers day after day and year after year and decade after decade, and the people in the trenches who are working with buyers and sellers every day, experts in the mortgage industry. I mean, what are all these people saying? After conducting my research of national economists, leading experts, and industry insiders, here are the reasons why the housing market is not going to crash. And stay tuned till the end, where I will share why our local Des Moines market won't crash either. Number one, lending standards have tightened. Today's housing market is different than it was in 2008. I mean, it used to be easier to qualify for a home loan, but now lending standards are tightened, so today's buyers are more qualified. And as a result, the number of foreclosures has significantly declined over time, which is a crash symptom that is missing in today's market. Number two, foreclosures have declined, as I mentioned earlier. In 2022, foreclosures were down 34% compared to 2019, according to ADAM Data's year in 2022 U.S. foreclosure market report. Quote, it seems clear that government and mortgage industry efforts during the pandemic, coupled with a strong economy, have helped prevent millions of unnecessary foreclosures, said Rick Sharga, who's the executive vice president of market intelligence at ADAM Data. A key difference now compared to the 2008 housing crisis is that many homeowners and even those struggling to make their payments have had a large boost to their home values in recent years. I mean, that means they still have equity in their homes and are not underwater. So, borrowers who are in foreclosure are leveraging the positive equity in their homes by either refinancing their home or selling their home for a profit. Number three, homeowners have far more equity. The home price gains have resulted in near record amounts of equity. Experts point out that today's homeowners stand on much more secure footing than those coming out of the 2008 financial crisis, with a high number of borrowers having positive equity in their home. Consequently, the likelihood of a housing market crash is very low because of these positive gains. And number four, home inventory is much lower. At the same time as the prior three reasons, there's an undersupply of homes for sale in today's market. Those who purchased their homes in recent years at record low interest rates, they're staying put. Reason B is builders remember all too well the Great Recession, so they've been cautious about putting holes in the ground and houses up. The result is an ongoing shortage of homes for sale. And these tight inventory issues, in part, they're keeping the prices from dropping off. A low housing inventory means that buyers will typically pay more for their homes because the demand for those homes tends to be higher. The month supply of inventory, better known as MSI, is a numerical representation between the months of supply and the demand for them. 2008 saw a 10.4 MSI, and 2022 saw a 2.7 MSI. In a housing market crash, you typically see a 20% to 30% drop in home prices and a decline in home sales, far more than what's happening currently. The National Association of Realtors chief economist Lawrence Young says, we simply don't have enough inventory. Will some markets see a price decline? Yes. But with the supply not being there, the repeat of 30% price decline is highly, highly unlikely. So, to crystallize what the economists are currently saying, the national housing market will cool rather than crash. Locally, I believe we will see a slower paced market than last year, with fewer sales overall. The low inventory of homes for sale will keep our home prices, with the gains they saw last year, fairly steady. Sellers will be more open to buyers' concessions as buyer demand will persist, but we will see fewer buyers than we saw in 2022. Now check out my next video where I interview a local mortgage expert about buy downs and how they can help both the sellers and the buyers in today's market.